Hello out there in Wonderland. This is Monterey Jack. You can call me Jackson, but don't call me Paxton. Yes. You can call me Jack if you like. Anyway, I'm coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Yes. And I'm in Studio 7 Pluses right now. I'm going to deliver to you a true story. It happened back in the day. Yeah, ride 'em cowboy, yeah. So, Mr. M, I'm going to talk about him today, and me, back in the day, yes. It's in the 70s, I can't remember exactly what year, it could have been 72, 74, something like that. Mr. M had a ranch in what we called Noth Town Las Vegas. Yeah, we just call it Noth Town when you live here. And he had a nice ranch out there with horse stables in the back and the whole bit. Yeah, about 3,500 square feet of home and a few acres alongside of it. Anyway, he had 3 or 4 horses, and he spent some time in Mexico, a few weeks. Had somebody taking care of the house for him while I was gone, and when he got back, Mr. M called me and said, "Hey, we gotta ride these horses. We gotta take them out for some exercise. They've been stabled up for a few weeks, just walking around in the corral." So I went down there and we got on these horses. I'm telling you, they were ready to run, baby. Yeah, and this mare, man, she was ready. Yeah, we took off across the desert, and after just a minute or two, I said, "Oh my God, I'm coming up on a road. I'm coming up on a highway." And we're going full, everything she's got. So I'm pulling back on her. I pulled her head clear back almost to my knee. And I thought I was going to dump her, but dumping would have been a lot better than getting hit by cars. Excuse me. So, coming closer and closer to that highway, I'm pulling on her, got her head twisted clear back, like I said, to my knee. And all of a sudden, out of the clear blue, she just started slowing down. I mean, it seemed like it took forever for me to get her to do that. And as soon as we got up to the edge of the road, she stopped. Yeah, I could breathe again. So we waited for no traffic, and we trotted across the road into the desert, another part of the desert across the road, and took off running again. I ran her for quite a while. And then she started obeying me. She was getting tired, so she would walk when I wanted her to walk and all that good stuff. Or trot when I wanted to trot. So I got back and got up with Mr. M and his brother, and we were all 3 riding, just kind of trotting along. Beautiful day it is. It was, excuse me. And all of a sudden, but we did have some rain, which is very rare here in the desert, but we did have some rain, and there were still little puddles like down in trenches. Anyway, Mr. M, he had a quarter horse and worth a lot of money, and she had a colt, and the colt was riding along, running alongside of her mother while Mike was riding her. And they came across a trench, I'll just call it, and the colt cut right in front of Mike's horse. And so instead of hitting her, stepping on her, she reared up. She reared way up, kind of caught Mike by surprise. But he held on, but then she twisted in that mud, in that trench, and she rolled right over Mike. Just rolled right over him. Oh my God. He got up and shook his head. I'm just trying, after I saw that he was all right, Mancho, Mr. M, he just he just got rolled over by a 1,500-pound horse. So anyway, I said, well, Mr. M, would you like a ride back to the stables? He says, I don't ride on any back of anybody's horse. I started laughing. I said, oh, excuse me, So anyway, the day went on. His brother kind of left us. He had something to do. We kept on riding. We'd go up to like a Circle K, get a 6-pack of beer. Then we'd go up to the mountains. Some of those mountain trails, I'll tell you, were about 20 inches wide and a long drop. And I'm glad that horse knew what he was doing when we were on those trails, I'll tell you. But we rode for like 8 hours. And so got back. Mike took care of the horses. I told him I got to get back home. He liked doing that anyway. It was his horses. But anyway, so I got home, jumped in the shower. I jumped higher than I ever have jumped in my life when that water hit my ass, because the first layer of skin was gone on both cheeks of my ass. And talk about sting. Oh my God, it stung like crazy. I was kind of numb, so I didn't even know that I was bleeding. It wasn't like it was bleeding, but it was, like super red and, oh God. But, yeah, that was a shocker, man. That was really a shocker. Oh my God. Oh, so that's my little story about a little ride in the desert and the after effects. So I love you all. Hope you have a great weekend. A great every moment, actually. Yeah, just have a great every moment. That just makes everything great. Hard to do in kind of turmoil times, but I want to be around to pick up the pieces when somebody breaks your heart. Somebody, tries as smart as you. For some reason, that song is sticking with me. I guess kind of reminiscing about the old days, brings back some old music. Yeah. Okay. Love you all. Be careful. Be safe. Take care.